What's up, guys? Moonlight150 here. Got a battle for you for today. This is an OU battle against someone I found on the Smogon battle finder. His name is toxicdash, and if you can tell, this battle is really sped up. And this battle was actually taken not too long ago, but it would normally be in line, but I just thought it was such a really good battle that I just wanted to upload it right away. And I saw that I haven't uploaded a battle in a while, so I thought, this is the perfect time to upload this really interesting battle. So anyways, you can tell here, we both lead off with a spiking lead. I lead off with Tentacle, he lead off with Fortress. We're toxic spiking and rapid spinning away, but he predicts my rapid spin to go into a Sableye. So I decided to, not to set up more spikes, just go straight for the Skull, see how much this thing can actually do, see if he's more defensive or especially defensive. He goes for the knockoff to knock off my leftovers, which I still can't believe it's leftovers. Why isn't it Black Sludge? But anyway, I'm going to go for, I'm actually dodging a lot of Will-O-Wisps, and you'll notice that in a lot of battles around this time, well, you guys won't see the other battles for a while, but I've been dodging Will-O-Wisps left and right. It's pretty amazing. So I'm setting up my toxic spikes again, which you will see later in the game will come in very handy that I kept these spikes back up after he rapid spun them away. But he finally gets the hit on me with the Will-O-Wisp, and I get another burn off, so it looks like a 4-hit KO, 5-hit, judging from the leftovers. So I'm thinking, this isn't worth it. I'm going to die off by burn damage by then. So I decided to go into something a little bit stronger. I'm going to go into my Volcarona. He goes for the Recover now. Don't know if he really predicted, or maybe, he just thought, I can live a Scald even maybe with a crit. So he decides to go for the Recover. And interesting enough, he sees and he has the Rain Dance. I'm thinking, whoa. Prediction much? Because I was going to go for the Fiery Dance. So now my Fiery Dance is even weaker than it normally is. So that doesn't even do half to the Sableye. I'm just thinking, why Rain Dance? This must be some kind of counter Sableye that I've never seen because, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I go, instead of going for the Fire Dance, I go for the Bug Buzz, but he switches out to his Latios. So I catch that Latios coming in, and it dies by one Bug Buzz. I'm thinking, that is one Latios, so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But he's going to bring in his Blissey now, and let me tell you how much. If you guys don't know, I hate walls. Walls need to die. They need to go away. I hate walling Pokemon. So he sets up his rocks now, and I'm going to switch back into my Tentacruel, and I'm going to keep dying off by Burn, but he's going to die off by Poison. Don't know really which one he's going to die off first, but, this shows that he's especially defensive because of how much my Skull did little of. He goes for the Aromatherapy and fixes himself as Poison. I'm thinking, oh, great, now I'm going to die off first. So, obviously, my wall's going to die before his wall. I'm scalding away, hoping for a crit, hoping for a burn, hoping for something. But now the rain stopped. Sadly, I'm not a rain dish. Now it makes me want to make this Tentacool a rain dish for weird situations like this. I can gain a little bit of HP back. But I'm keep going for the Scald, hoping for something. There's the crit, but it did nothing. I'm like, this is getting me nowhere. So I decided to finally get rid of the rocks, but he saw that coming. This is what he was waiting for, is to just rapid spin, and he could just set the rocks right back up. So now he gets his wish. He's back at full health, and I'm about to die here. So I'm thinking, I'm just gonna go down fighting. Might as well try to get a burn. So he's gonna be setting up his rocks still. He's predicting me to rapid spin the rocks away constantly until I die off. But I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. I'm just going to let those rocks stay. I know it's probably gonna screw me over later, but you know what? And the funny part is, spoiler alert, rocks don't really come into play that much. They never really are a deciding factor. But I'm going to go into my Terrakion here. You guys never really see me use a Terrakion, but he sees the obvious Sacred Sword or Close Combat, and so he switched out to Sableye, but I tricked him. I actually went for the Stone Edge because I knew that would just be too obvious, and sometimes I'm not just that obvious because I knew he had Sableye. And, I know you have Sableye, I'm not going to go for something that obvious. So, I actually almost killed him off with the Stone Edge, but now he's going to recover. I'm going to go for the Earthquake now, because I don't want to risk missing the Stone Edge, and him doing something stupid on me, like Will-O-Wisp, and I would just be in a world of hurt. So now I'm seeing that Poison will probably knock him off, so I decided to go into something very safe, and that would be Alakazam, because even if he would recover or go for the Will-O-Wisp, I knew that Alakazam was the best switching, because even if he recovered, I could just hit him with another move, and that Poison would finish him off. Or if he went for the Will-O-Wisp, burning my Alakazam really makes no difference. So it was just like the perfect switch in. So now he goes into his Fortress, I went into my Alakazam, went for the Focus Blast, thankfully I hit, almost takes him out, and then he shows me as the Earthquake, I'm thinking, whoa, offensive Fortress, don't see those that often. But I'm thinking, at that little bit of health, I bet you a Life Orb Psychic can take it off. I risked everything on that Psychic, and thankfully it did kill off. But now he's going to go for the Bullet Punch, obviously going to kill me off because, it's a Sizzle with the Bullet Punch, probably Technician boosting, he's also Life Orb, so yeah. I sent him my Volcarona, completely forgetting about the rocks. This is the only time rocks actually mattered. But he actually switches out and not goes for the Bullet Punch, and actually goes into Blissey. who once again gets poisoned. I'm going to go for the Fire Dance. I did not suspect him to switch out. I suspected him to go for the Bullet Punch and finish me off. So that's why I didn't go for the Quiver Dance. But even if I did go for the Quiver Dance, he would have brought in this Blissey later, and I would just have a +1 Bug Buzz on him, which still, if you could tell by this Bug Buzz, it would not have really mattered. So, in all honesty, it didn't really matter what I did. This Blissey is ruining my day. So, Poison finally finishes off Volcarona, so I'm thinking, okay, all my powerhouses are gone except for Terrakion. But you know what? I should bring him in now. And so I call his bluff. He doesn't have a Sableye anymore, so I go straight for the Sacred Sword. I know he still has the Sceptile, so I'm thinking, you know what, Sceptile still won't take a Sacred Sword. So I guess he predicted me to over-predict, and so I went, and so that cost him his Blissey. But anyway, he's gonna go for the Bullet Punch now. I'm thinking, you know, I can take this. I can take this, but no, he gets the one crit in the game that mattered. And yeah, that crit so mattered, I can tell you right now, but... Now he's going to go in, I'm going to go in my Staraptor, he's going to go for another Bullet Punch. I'm hoping this wouldn't finish me off, but it gets so close, it's like, 34. And so I go for the Brave Bird, hopefully it kills him off from that range of health. You know, I'm Reckless and Life Orb, so thankfully it does, but I do die off by recoil. So it's getting right down to the wire here, so we're now down to our last Pokemon. Mine is my Landorus, and his is his Sceptile, something I'll grant him a major disadvantage, but I know I can outspeed. So I go for the Earthquake, and I forgot that Grass resists ground, but it actually does half, so I'm thinking, okay, I can do this. As long as I live his next move, Leaf Blade, okay, maybe I can live it? But he has the Grass Gem, I'm thinking, no, I don't, I'm not gonna live, and I live with 23 HP. I'm thinking, I can do this Earthquake, but he has Unburden, and he finishes me off with that, so... good game, Toxic Dash, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all the other good stuff. I'm off to see the Avengers. Bye.